my friends. Okay, so we finished Daniel chapter 10, and we started with Daniel 11 and finished up to verse 20, the fall of the wicked. Okay, and the land of, and what's going to happen with the wars and everything, okay, of the Persians and the Greeks and the Romans, okay. So verse 20 is, then they stand up in his estate a raiser of taxes in the glory of the kingdom, but within a few days he shall be destroyed, neither in anger nor in battle. And his estate shall stand up a vile person, to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom, but he shall come in peaceably and obtain the kingdom by flatteries. And the arm of the flood shall be overflown and before him, and it shall be broken, yea, the prince of the covenant. And after the league is made with him, he shall work deceitfully, and he shall come up and shall become strong with a small people. So he's crafty. And he shall enter peacefully among the fattest places of the provinces, and he shall do that with his fathers, which his fathers have not done, nor his fathers' fathers. He shall scatter among them the prey and spoil and riches, and yea, he shall forecast his devices against the strongholds, even for a time. And he shall stir up his power and the courage against the king of the south with a great army, and the king of the south shall be stirred up to battle with a very great and mighty army, and he shall not stand, for they shall forecast devices against him. Yea, they that feed the portion of the meat shall destroy him, and his army shall overflow, and many shall fall down slain. And both these kings' hearts shall be to do mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table, but it shall not prosper. And yet the end shall be at the time appointed. When shall he return into his land with great riches, and his heart shall be against the holy covenant, and he shall do exploits and return to his own land. At the time appointed he shall return and come forward, and he shall come toward the south, but it shall not be as the former or the latter. For the ships of the Chittim shall come against him, and therefore he shall be grieved, and return and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do, and he shall return and have intelligence with them that forsake the holy covenant. And the arm shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute in the sanctuary of the strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolation. And such to do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatterers. But the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many, yet they shall fall by the sword and by the flame, and by captivity and by spoil many days. And when they shall fall, they shall be holpen with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries. And some of them of the understanding shall fall, to try to make them, and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end. To refine them, not, okay? Even the time at the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. And the king shall do according to his will, and shall exalt him and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper until the indignation be accomplished. And for that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of the fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any god, for he shall magnify himself above all. So person that's going to do the abomination of desolation is not interested in anything but himself. He's a narcissist. Okay? Folgers coffee. Okay. No, I don't get paid for that. Okay. Never mind. Okay, I'll say it at the end if I have time. Neither shall he regard the God of the fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. But in his estate shall he honor the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold and silver and with precious stones and pleasant things. Thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange God, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory. And he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. And at the time of the end shall the king of the south push at him, and the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind, with chariots and with horsemen and with many ships. And he shall enter into the countries and shall overflow and pass over. He shall enter into a glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape out of the hand, even Edom and Moab and the chief children of Ammon. He shall stretch forth his hand also upon the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. And he shall have power over the treasure of gold and silver, and over precious things of Egypt, and Libyans and Ethiopians shall be at his steps. But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy and utterly to make away many. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palaces between the seas of glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. Chapter 12. Michael shall deliver Israel from trouble. And at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and he shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there as a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, that they turn many to righteousness, as the stars forever and ever. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Shall many run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Then I, Daniel, looked, and behold, there stood another two, the one on this side of the bank of the river, and the other on the other side of the bank of the river. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, How long shall it be until the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, and he held up his right hand and his left hand into the heaven, and swore by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, times and a half. And he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people. All of these things shall be finished. And I heard, but I understood not. And then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed until the end, until the time of the end. Many shall be purified, made white, and tried. And the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 2,330 days. But go thou now thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. And that's the end of the book of Daniel. Now we're in the book of Hosea. And just to do a little brief synopsis of that book before we get started, I hope that this is helpful for all of you that when I'm doing this. The author, again, is the son of Beri, Beeri. He's a contemporary of Isaiah and Micah. His message was addressed to the northern kingdom. A special fitness for his task was he was supposed to have a native of the north, and he was a native of the north and was familiar with the evil conditions existing in Israel. He gave a special weight to his message, and it would appear that the narrative that he married a wife who proved to be unchaste, and the statement is doubled by some scholars, but it is true and has enabled him to vividly portray God's attitude towards Israel, his adulterous spouse. But the style of the book is highly figurative, and maybe that the account of his experience and his wife was allegorical. So it may not even be true, okay? So it's like a spiritual message. The apostasy from God is a spiritual adultery, okay? So like I said, everything is, there's literal, spiritual, and celestial meanings in the Bible. Synopsis of Israel's apostasy, section 1, 2, the prophetic discourses, illustrations of the highly figurative language used to express evil conditions in Israel. The valley of Achor, joined to idols, mixed among the people, the cake not turned, strangers had devoured his strength. Gray hairs are here and there upon him. Israel swallowed up, a vessel where within there is no pleasure, the balances of deceit, and those are the choice selections, okay? Penitence and its blessing, and then we'll be in the book of Joel. And a lot of smaller books that are coming up, okay? All right, so I was going to say something. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. I hope you guys know that I'm not an actress, you know? I'm not a character that you see on television. I don't get paid for this. I'm just myself, okay? And so there's some days where I'm, you know, I'm happy or sad or contented and all the other adjectives for feelings. You know, melancholy, I might be blue, I might be, you know, ecstatic, I might be elated, you know, I can go on and on. I'm just human. Okay, so every day is a new day, new beginnings, new opportunities, possibilities, and so forth. And so I'm just myself, and I'm not an actress where I have to be on all the time, or thank goodness, and you know, have to be a certain way in a certain character. That's not, you know, I'm not an actress, okay? I can be. I have learned, I actually took acting so that I could understand Juliana and be a better interpreter. So, you know, so that I can go sort of into character. I think it's, for my position, it was important and has been a valuable lesson for me to learn. But I'm not acting, okay? I'm just me. And so whatever you see me doing songs or whatever like that, I'm into the song. Maybe I'm feeling it, maybe I'm not. You know, just listen to the songs and what I put into it. It's when I do the songs, it's kind of a performance sometimes. So if you see that I'm sad, it's because the song makes me sad. I feel sad when I'm doing it, especially like the last, like Simon and Garfunkel, Old Friends. All right? Okay. Have a good day, you guys. Bye. Love you. Bye.